Imagine this. You're walking down the street, minding your own business, when suddenly, BAM! A 10,000-year-old woolly mammoth appears right in front of you. What would you do? Run? Call your mommy? Or ask if it wants to play fetch? Well, in this book, something just as bizarre happens. Hello everyone, I'm ELYONA QESHETYA ABSZRA from SK Convent Infant Jesus 2, Melaka Tengah. My school code is MBB 2049. Before this woolly mammoth starts throwing snowballs at me, let me tell you more about this book. The Ice Monster by David Williams is a children's fiction book with 496 pages. Published by HarperCollins in 2020, it features humor and heartwarming themes blended with fantasy and historical elements. This book is set in Victorian London, 1899, as well as in the North Pole and on the high seas. Yes, you heard it right. It was way before YouTube or even smartphones were invented. The main character in this book is Elsie, a 10-year-old orphan. Well, I'm dressed as her today. She's a kind, brave, and clever girl who escapes from a horrendous orphanage. She sneaks into the Natural History Museum and discovers a frozen woolly mammoth, or the Ice Monster. She befriends it and names it Woolly. But guess what? She somehow brought the mammoth back to life, and that's when the excitement begins. Elsie joins forces with a funny old museum cleaner named Dottie and a group of old soldiers to save Woolly. A professor who is greedy for fame and power would stop at nothing to misuse Woolly to achieve his goal. As the saying goes, greed is a dangerous beast that devours the soul. Interestingly, some scenes and illustrations in this book made me laugh to beat the band. One of the funniest parts is when they try to name the mammoth. Elsie and Dottie wanted to name it Woolly, whereas the professor wanted to name it after him, as the Professor Osbert Bertram Cuthbert Farnaby Beverly Smith Mammoth. Let me catch my breath. That's a very lengthy and rare name indeed. I appreciate David Williams' creativity. This book isn't just funny, but it's also full of heart. Elsie and her entire team traveled all the way to the North Pole just to bring the ancient Woolly back to its home. Elsie may be small, but she's fearless, proving that even kids can change the world. Her determination and courage inspire me to stand up for what's right, no matter how big the challenge. I was also inspired by Queen Victoria. She invited Elsie and her orphan friends to live with her in the Buckingham Palace, so that they don't have to go back to the terrible orphanage. I love how the story ended with a delightful Christmas party at the end. Here's a picture of it. Nice, isn't it? This book has taught me about kindness, courage, and never giving up on my friends, even if they're a prehistoric giant with bad breath. It reminded me that with a little bravery and a lot of care and empathy, we can make a difference in the world. This book has also made me think that while we can't bring back extinct animals like Woolly, we can start to protect endangered species from today. So what's my final verdict? If you love adventure, humor, and a little bit of history, then you would really enjoy reading this book. It made me laugh, gasp, and just want to read more. I give this book a 5 out of 5 giant mammoth footprints. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to check my freezer, just in case there's a frozen woolly mammoth waiting for me. You never know. Thank you.